You know, a lot of people don't know this about Michael. He was actually third in line behind Tom Selleck to play Indiana Jones. But he didn't take that part because he felt like it was just too one-dimensional. The character was just too one-dimensional for him. Later, though, I think he really regretted that decision.
Michael went on to film Halloween 2, but the atmosphere had changed. Michael was not happy with the direction of his character, and any input he presented was turned down, including the concept of turning the sequel into a musical.
Yeah, and you know, and even with all the crap from Halloween 2, I mean, the movie was still a box office bonanza. You know, and from the success, the studio, they wanted a third movie. They wanted Halloween 3, and they wanted it pretty bad. And you know, Mike was still mad. He was ticked off because the contract was still the same. And I think he really just wanted a break. But he decided and he agreed, and so he played the game up until you know, the beginning of production, and it was like bam, the guy was a total no-show. And you know, they had to shut down the entire production.
That's the funny part of the story. They tried to fill Michael's shoes after he left, and they couldn't. They even tried to get De Niro to do the part. Didn't work.
So what did they do? They threw together this piece of crap called Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, and there's like no witch in it at all. Lame, lame, lame. But you know, all the blame needs to go to the studio. Don't blame John Carpenter for it. I mean, you know, he would have given his right kidney for Mike. You know, his left kidney, for that matter, because he's ambidextrous. Do you think that matters?
After he deserted the production of Halloween 3, Michael would soon find that standing your ground does come with a price.
They all said the same thing. They said, well, he was just too hard to work with, which to me is probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I mean, Mike just wanted to get things right. And if that meant another take here or there, if that meant more blood, if it meant a few more of these, you know, I mean, so what? I mean, the guy knew how to get, he knew how to get the right results. But, you know, all of a sudden, you know, he couldn't get a job anywhere. I mean, I know he did some hand modeling for an Ivory soap commercial, but that was about it. Because there was nobody, and I do mean nobody, that wanted to work with him. And it was a crying shame.
Michael realized that his acting jobs would be few and far between, so he began to write numerous film treatments, but none of them would see the light of day. Michael became increasingly frustrated and turned his attention to other art forms.
He approached me about starting a band, and he wanted to lead sing, but we both knew that wasn't going to work. So we decided maybe he'd learn an instrument, and we decided on guitar. So he tried and he tried and he tried, but he just couldn't get it. I don't know, I think the stunt work kind of messed up his hands. Something about an Ivory soap commercial and an accident. Anyway, we tried to teach him a basic bar chord, but he really didn't have any patience, and he tried to master it in a day. You just can't do that.
Even though Michael was discouraged about his musical endeavors, he carried on. He hired studio players to help him create his only single, a concept that reflected his childhood innocence. Michael also invested his own money to finance a video for the project. Alas, the single fell on deaf ears, selling only a few thousand copies.
Michael came to me to pursue painting and sculpturing. He seemed to favor the abstract art, felt he could sing more. His painting tick-tack-toe against himself in the snowstorm. The painting pulls out his inner anger with the idea that he will never win, but must continue to play.
He decided to branch out into other areas like stand-up comedy, but that didn't work. People would yell at him and heckle him, say, "What are you, some sort of mime?" He had some of the most risque material I'd ever seen since Lenny Bruce.
The real story about Michael is that he was always haunted by a black line. It was always consuming him. That black line, what it represented, I couldn't tell you. But he could never overcome that image. He battled his demons by releasing a series of bumblebee lawn ornaments.
Michael spent hours handcrafting these bees to his exact specifications.
Yeah, the bees. He gave me some of those. I didn't use them for anything, but my grandma loved them. She made this huge diorama out of it, and I just keep bumping my head into it, though.
The bees? Huh. I don't want to talk about bees.
Yeah, Mike made a ton of them. I mean, a ton of them. He made some pretty decent cash at some yard sales and stuff. I kept a few of them. And this one right here, it's even autographed. Take a look. See right there? Michael Myers. You know how much money I could make on eBay with this bad boy?
I mean, Michael was always talking about these bees. Bees everywhere. All the time. Bees. I'm like, what's up with the bees? I mean, he would send me bees. He's always talking about bees. I don't get what's up with the bees.
The bees brought him satisfaction, but did not take away the depression of past failure. Michael soon found himself addicted to drugs, alcohol, and soap opera digest.